Means it's time to let some hot takes fly. This video is presented by Matt Bowers Auto Group. If you're in the market for a new car, make sure you check out Matt at one of his many locations. Best cars, best prices, best customer service. Make sure you go and check him out. So yesterday we saw our first look of the Saints quarterback battle, and this is a story that's going to define the whole entire season. Every time we come out of one of these practices, it's going to be to give you an update on Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler. And yesterday, it was a reminder that Spencer Rattler is here to compete. He's here to make this interesting. And just because Tyler Shuck was taken early in the second round, that doesn't necessarily mean that this thing is just going to be handed over to him and that's going to be a done deal. And that has been kind of the thought that has driven all the narratives so far going into this. But man, Spencer Rattler looked really, really good yesterday. He completed all 8 of his passes. Shuck was 7 for 8. But the way Spencer hit his 8 passes was just a little bit different. It was sharper. It was more on time. There was good pace to everything. There was good rhythm to everything. And he hit some throws with a high degree of difficulty. There was a pass to Olave over the middle between 2 defenders. He hit Michael Jacobson on a skinny post up the seam in a tight window. And he just looked to be in total command of the offense. And those 2 throws were so good that I just forgot about one to Dante Pettis up the sideline over a defender. That was a really nice throw too. He just reminded us that this is a guy that had a ton of potential last year. He showed us some stuff in games, just the whole game wasn't ever able to quite come together in his 6 starts, but there were moments within it inside of a just really terrible, disastrous situation that he was able to make some stuff work. And that 1 year of experience should be giving him a head start. So I don't want to get too far over the skis here. And he should look better than the guy only participating in what would have been his 4th practice with an NFL team in an organized sense. So it's going to take some time for Shuck. And I thought he still looked pretty good. You saw the arm. You saw traits that make him stand out. You saw why the Saints drafted him. But you also saw a guy that was just very early on in his tenure, is still picking things up, is still figuring out the offense, is still figuring out his way around an NFL locker room and a meeting room and a building, and being a professional football player for the first time in his life. And by the time training camp comes around, these guys usually look a lot different. But I think his starting spot is still pretty encouraging. But again, the main takeaway coming out of here is, man, Spencer Rattler is here to fight. And I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. I think it's going to be something to monitor. And I think it's going to be more of a story than really what a lot of us thought it was going to be when Shuck got taken with the 40th pick. Now, I still think the betting odds are on the guy taken 40th because everything that you are doing is geared toward wanting him to win that job. But I think they're going to run an honest competition here. And I think Spencer Rattler has something to say about that. And I think he's going to try really, really hard to make sure he's heard. I think he's going to state his case every single chance he gets. And I think this is going to be a really good battle all throughout the summer. I'm excited to watch it. It's rejuvenating. I don't know if it's going to lead to wins or results, but man, watching 2 young guys go at it every single day in practice, it was fun yesterday. And I think it's going to be fun all throughout the summer.